Hey guys!
Hey!
Welcome to this week's virtual write-in.
Yeah!
I'm Wendy, one of the interns.
I'm Grant Faulkner, Executive Director of NaNoWriMo.
And I'm Katharine, one of the other interns.
All right.
Yeah, and Grant and I have our super awesome shirts here.
This is
big
Basic. This is this year's theme. Can't really see it there, but anyway, you can go to our store and see it more closely. Very nice literary shirt.
Yeah, to lift down.
Well, it was me last time.
I know, yeah, it was.
I'll get you a shirt.
I have one.
All right.
Yeah, so tell us what a virtual write-in is.
Virtual write-in, I'm glad you asked, Wendy. I hope our viewers have been to a real live write-in. Those happen during NaNoWriMo. And if you haven't, you've got a great opportunity next November. There'll be plenty of them in your regions. But the basic of it is that, you know, writing is generally a solitary affair, except that sometimes people have blocks, or they just, you know, whatever. They have a hard time writing, and so we all do. And so a virtual write-in, or any write-in, is to help people write at its most fundamental level. And so I've brought my special dinosaur notepad, which is inspiring.
Nice.
You know, to see some dinosaurs there. Bobby, little kiss. And it says "Go, go, go" on it, because this is our last week, or we're heading into the last week of camp, and this is when we all need to truly go, see that finish line, and keep going for it. And you know what? I've read research that says people write better when they're writing at least alongside others. You know, their creativity is enhanced, and so that's the general.
Well, there we go.
That's what we're working on.
We're enhancing your creativity right now.
And I'm enhancing it because this is my special writing hat. I bought it last NaNoWriMo because I like to do something different for every novel, and so this month I've been putting on different hats just to shake things up a little bit.
Right.
So
Very fancy.
yeah, this is my go 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 hat.
I like it.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's kind of our theme for this week, is just go, go, go. We're getting into this last week, getting out that word count, really just trying to push for it. I don't know, some of you, maybe like me, are a little bit behind.
I'm behind too.
I'm behind too.
Raise your virtual hands if you're behind. Yeah.
Way behind.
Which means strategizing in the last week, which means going to the grocery store and stocking up on whatever rewards types of food and beverages are good for you. You know,
may possibly eat at 2 a.m. while you're sitting up and writing.
Crying.
We advocate finishing and doing whatever it takes to finish.
Yeah.
Even if that requires a little bit less sleep.
Yeah.
Do you agree, Wendy?
Yeah, I do.
Good.
You can sleep after it's done.
Yeah.
Plenty of time to sleep.
Yeah.
May 1st is a great day.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so we'll start word sprint with an encouraging quote. So, in 7 years of participating in NaNoWriMo, I've never once passed the halfway mark, even close to being on schedule. Each month seems to end with a frantic, lung-busting, side-splitting sprint to the finish line. And yet, when it's all over, I'm standing at the base and looking back at the peak. I realize that each month has also been one of the most exhilarating and fulfilling of my life. Liz Leo wrote that for our Camp Pep Talk.
Just said that better.
Yeah.
So what we're going to do is...
we have something a little special.
Yes, we do. So... Whoa!
Right.
A dictionary!
Old-fashioned dictionary.
I know, yeah.
Every word you ever needed to finish your novel
Yeah.
is in that dictionary.
In here.
Swear to God.
Going old school.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
So we're going to pick 2 words from this lovely dictionary.
Completely random.
Yep. And then you guys use them in your word. I'm failing with the words.
Just sprint.
Yes, there we go.
Sprint ahead.
Yes.
Go, go, go.
Yeah. Okay.
All right.
So,
And I'm going to monitor Wendy to make sure this is totally random.
okay. I have to. No. Okay. So. Ooh. Pick a word.
Oh, I pick a word.
Yeah. Go
Go
ahead.
for it.
Okay. I don't know. Sturgeon.
Stern and Drang.
Alright.
This is tiny print. Somebody's going to have to read it. I've heard this before.
Okay. It says a late 18th century German literary movement categorized by works containing rousing action and high emotionalism that often do with individuals' revolt against society. I think we should pick another word.
No way! This couldn't be more appropriate. This is like exactly what we're doing here.
Okay.
Stern and drang is word number 1. Completely random. That's
It's a German word.
Let's see.
It's a alliterative, but it has, you can interpret that many ways. Because it's, what was it? High adventure?
And high emotionalism.
High emotionalism.
So there you go.
I'm here.
And drang.
I'm here to make sure Wendy does not cheat. That is my basic purpose in this.
Hey, how did I become a cheater all of a sudden?
I've never seen somebody so reviled by the words stern and drang.
Hey,
I mean, you don't even have to know the meaning of those words.
That's true.
Stern
Yeah.
and drang.
Okay. That's the first one.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
We still got one more to go.
And remember the theme. Go, go, go.
Yeah.
All right. So one more word for this one.
Okay. Katharine, pick a word.
Oops, that's not even on the page. Okay, whatever that one is.
Sorry.
What is it?
Isochromosome.
Oh, wow. Isochromosome.
It is, let's see, a chromosome produced by transverse splitting of, of the centromere, so that both arms are derived from the dyad on one side of the. Okay, this.
Can you tell me the definition of dyad?
I don't know.
I like, isochromosome. I think that could be interpreted in a lot of different ways.
Yeah.
It could be, really, really integral to a sci-fi novel.
Oh.
You could have, if you're writing like realistic fiction, obviously, you could,
All right.
chemistry instructor or something like that.
With these awesome words,
Go.
our first word sprint is just going to be 5 minutes. So remember, Sturm and Drang is the first one, and isochromosome is the second.
Mm-hmm.
I need to, hold on.
You got this?
No, give me the
Yeah.
maybe. Sturm
and Drang.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, hold on. I need to look it up because it's German.
Are we
It's an
putting a
and.
definition in it?
No, just this is not the definition necessarily, but
We thought this would be a good idea.
yeah. There was
Is the 5 minutes happening now?
no, not
No
yet.
way.
No, I'm
Okay.
trying to
Should
find
we,
the word so I can put
should
it in the
Katharine
chat.
and I entertain our viewers
Yes,
while you're
fine.
looking
Yeah.
up, or is that entertaining enough?
Yes. Watching me
I think all of us
frantically.
watching Wendy
I
can
don't
be
know,
more
frantically.
more entertaining. Maybe we could say hurry up, Wendy.
Oh no! Don't do that.
Yeah, time's
Oh, okay.
time's
Okay.
precious.
Okay,
These
yeah.
last weeks.
Sturm and
Oh, Sturm.
and
Not Stern. Sturm.
it's German.
How
You guys are-
fascinating.
Okay.
We should have a special Sturm and Drang week
Okay.
as part of the next camp, I think.
Yes, for sure.
I feel like we
Make
should
it a
like.
genre.
I think Sturm and Drang should be a new nano ritual.
Hold on.
Especially-
Entertain yourself. I'm gonna do the definitions.
Okay.
German. 18. That's not entertaining.
Should we do some pre-writing talk, Katharine?
Pre-writing talk. Yes.
Have you read any Sturm and Drang authors?
No, not off the top of my head. I
Mhm.
can't say that I have.
You might have read them and not even known it.
That is true.
Mhm.
That is very, very true.
Like, I wonder if Nietzsche qualifies as a
Hmm.
Sturm and Drang.
Perhaps.
Mm-hmm.
But, you know.
He's kind of got some high adventure going on, I think.
Oh yeah,
somewhere there.
definitely.
Yeah.
What about you? Read any good things about isochromosomes lately?
I was just thinking the other day, I saw this great tweet about the periodic table of storytelling, and it was so great because they reinterpreted the periodic table with all these kind of storytelling elements, and
Oh,
you can
cool.
mix and match them into something crazy.
Oh, that's awesome.
And I was just thinking about how if I had had that as a guide in my 9th grade physics class, how much better I would have done. And so I'm just thinking of isochromosome as a word that I really don't need or want to know what that means.
Right.
But I think it's got so many great elements, that you can just kind of break this apart and let it live in different ways.
Yeah. I like
So I'm
that.
thinking sci-fi right now.
Okay.
That you essentially there's a space mission out
I like
there
that.
to find isochromosomes on other planets to save the Earth.
And then perhaps write some Sturm and Drang about it.
And then which instigates a new Sturm and Drang kind of part
A new
2,
wave. Okay.
which turns into a Hollywood blockbuster series.
Yes.
Yeah.
I like this plan.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right. You ready, Wendy?
So Wendy,
Yeah. Hold on. I need to send something to Tim.
Wendy's texting her mom.
Hey, no. Of course not. Okay.
All right.
Okay.
Let's go ahead.
5 minutes.
Okay.
Here we
5
go.
minutes.
Start.
Word spread.
Yeah. 5 minutes. We'll start right now.
Great.
So it's Strom Ung Drang and isochromosome.
We'll try to pick easier words.
Yeah, that's what I was like,
Random.
move on.
It's random. It's random, please. Set rules, you have to obey them.
I live by no rules.
That's why I didn't write a camp shirt.
Jeez. Okay, time. Apparently, time is over.
Oh,
All right, here we are.
Pens down.
Yeah. So
Okay.
yeah. So in the chat box, leave us your word count and a sentence you wrote, maybe. Perhaps.
Maybe with the
That
words.
sounds good.
Yeah. With
Okay.
the, yeah.
Let's
Yeah.
actually see if anyone actually used our prompt
Yeah.
of Sturm and Drang.
Yeah, just remember that these prompts, you don't have to use them.
Mhm.
You can always just kind of sit in and write with the feeling of community, but you don't have to use the prompts that we're doing.
Mhm.
So if you just want to keep plugging away at what you're working on and you've really got a good line in that, keep going for it.
Mhm.
But if you want some, I don't know, fun inspiration, you can always try these out.
Mhm. And most, yeah, exactly, well said. Yeah. And if Sturm and Drang somehow fits into your
Yeah.
the vision
Then
of the
go for
novel,
it.
all the better. Yeah.
So how did you guys do with the words?
Go
Go for it.
I don't know. I didn't quite get everything in that I wanted to get in, but I just kind of started off by saying, she sits in a corner of a coffee shop reading the faded leaves of an ancient magazine. The full title is obscured by her hands gripping the cover, but fragments of words like stirred and drain can be glimpsed through her fingers.
Oh boy, I like that.
Thanks.
That's good.
Yeah.
That's good.
How about you guys?
Wendy?
Okay. It works as like for my character or my work in progress because yeah, one of the characters thinks one of the other one character is saying nonsense words.
Mhm.
Nice.
Or just like terms he doesn't understand. It's like, what are we talking about?
Cool.
Just like,
Yeah, it's a good one to pull out of your back pocket to kind of, you know,
yeah.
if you're ever, you know, in a dinner party conversation,
yeah.
want to really be impressive.
yeah.
Yeah.
Unless-
From my reading in the Sturm and Drang, you know, novels, I'd say, you know, yeah, blah, blah.
Not unless somebody like really knows about it.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, that's the danger. That's always the danger of trying to act like an authority on the Sturm and Drang movement. It will happen to us all, I'm sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Yeah.
How about you, Grant?
You know what? I just started writing in Nano style, and I think I created a Sturm and Drang version of our founder, Chris Beatty. Somebody who was so attached to Sturm and Drang novels that he wanted to make a movement of them, and he started. He bought up like URLs like sturmandrang.com, .org, and .net, and he made T-shirts that said "Do you Sturm and Drang?" and I Sturm, period, I Drang. And surprisingly, these actually didn't sell well. Although his mother bought 2, and he sold 1 to a drunk man leaving a bar behind. And then I was going to segue into the isochromosome novel that he was writing, but I didn't quite manage to get there. But I had fun with this.
Nice.
Oh, yeah.
We should create some special Sturm and Drang.
I know. It could be. I might become this character. Yeah, yeah. Because I think we all need a little more Sturm and Drang in our lives.
Okay, so comments. Rebecca Cook wrote 213 words.
Good. Congratulations.
Keely Martin wrote 107 words. He gazes out of the windows into the rainy streets and speaks of memories from the lives of my people that was not without its stern drang.
Wow. I was wondering how he's going to get that in.
Yeah.
Good. Let's see. I will say Morgan Smith, 182 words. Very impressive. A few stray whispers floated into her ears about the events of last night, but she ignored them and turned to eat her breakfast. Pain exploded in her ribs and guts with every slight movement. Wow, I want to know.
That was from NaNoWriMo.
NaNoWriMo, yeah, sorry, I read the wrong name. All right, Marielle Stone. My novel is all Sturm and Drang. Yes, Marielle. I want to know more about this. Here's her sentence. Her hunger for insight, for a hand to lead her, cried out at the limits of her knowledge, and her ambition seethed at the limits of her power.
Nice.
That is full of Sturm and Drang.
Okay, so we'll move on to our next writing prompt.
All right.
So we're gonna read some more inspirational quotes before we do this because we just feel like this is the last push. Need a little bit of something to keep going.
I do. I feel that writers can never get enough inspirational quotes. Of all the people in the world who can never get enough of them as writers. Okay, so sweet blood, churn out the pages, ignore the doldrums, savor the moments when the words catch fire. Good luck with your novels. Those old legendary heroes may not have sat around like us drinking cold coffee and tapping steadily at their keyboards, but for them and for us, it's the journey that's the thing. That's where the fun is.
Mm-hmm.
And that comes from Jonathan Stroud, author of fantasy children's and young adult books like the Bartimaeus Seed series.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that was a 2008 pep talk.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, cool. I love this as a man who has drank plenty of cold coffee in desperation. Yeah.
Okay, so our
yeah. 3 words this time.
3 words this time.
3 words. We're just going to keep adding them on.
Watch me stumble around with this.
Yeah, and again, I'm here to make Wendy accountable to the rules.
Okay, you open the book, I'll point.
Okay.
It's my turn! Yay!
Wendy,
Hopefully I pick out like a word that everybody knows.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Let's see. Emerging.
Emergent evolution.
Oh.
Or we could do emerging.
I think your finger was on emerging.
Oh, okay. Just kidding. Emerging. That's our first word.
Our rule keeper, Katharine.
Jeez.
Emerging.
Emerging. Yes.
Which goes well with emergent evolution.
Mm-hmm.
Good. And one more?
2 more.
2 more.
Let's see.
Okay.
Pew. Right?
Pew? Yeah.
Yeah.
Pew. Not PU.
No. PEW.
Yeah, very fine distinction there.
Yeah. A compartment in the auditorium of a church, providing seats for several persons or one of the benches with backs, and sometimes doors fixed in rows in the church. So basically,
Seat in the church.
yes, seat in the church, or bench, basically.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And then,
Pew.
Last one. Right.
Okay.
Ultimatum.
Mm-hmm. We have some very understandable words this time.
Yeah. Okay. The first one's always the hardest.
Let me just read the definition for that one.
Oh, okay. Oh, geez, I lost it. Oh, okay, yeah. A final ultimatum, a final proposition, condition, or demand, especially one whose rejection will end negotiations and cause a resort to force or other direct action.
Do we do that in Camp NaNoWriMo in this final week? Do we issue ultimatums?
Yes, we do.
Yeah.
Probably. Yeah.
Kind of. Less punitive ones.
Yeah. Okay, so the 3 words are emerging, pew, and ultimatum. Yeah.
All right.
Okay.
You'll see them in the chat box if you didn't hear them.
Coming in the chat box. How much time do we get this time?
Oh, we get 7 minutes.
7 minutes for that extra word.
Let me
extra
set
2
this
minutes.
up. Yeah.
That makes sense.
This time I'm not bumbling around with dictionaries, so yay! Okay, so 7 minutes starts right now.
Go.
Go. Go, go.
How much time do we have left? About 3 minutes left.
Okay.
Under a minute left. Okay, 7 minutes are up. Pencils up. Pencils up.
All right.
Okay, so in the chat
great.
box, leave behind your word count and possibly a sentence you wrote with the words in it. So
That would be cool.
Yeah.
yeah.
How did you guys fare?
Yeah, I think that one was a little easier to incorporate.
It was totally.
But I actually kept going with what I was writing. I think you got me off on a sci-fi kick because I just had this man come up to the woman who was sitting in a coffee shop and start saying these strange things, and then it turned out that he was an android and his language synapse was off or something. So and then she says, "Go ahead, sit down in this queue." So.
That's great.
Yeah.
I love that. That's the power of both writing with others and putting random things into your narrative. Yeah,
fun.
Yeah, definitely a lot of fun. Yeah.
How about you guys?
It went. That's all I'm gonna say. It went like fairly better than the other one, sort of. Not really. Sort of, yes.
Are you still writing within the context of your own novel?
Yes, I am. Yeah.
Yeah.
My character is spying on like the possible murderer at the church.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Good.
It's like, is he a churchgoer? Like, it's really weird.
Did your novel? Did that actually happen? Is it, or did the pew like introduce the church?
Yep.
Yeah.
I was like, that's
Yeah. Cool.
In a completely different direction.
Yeah. I actually returned to my novel too. It was really fun. I've been revising my novel this month, and I am just in a chapter which deals with a character who is actually a missionary in Thailand. She's kind of her own missionary. She's separated from the church. She's way in the nether reaches of a jungle. But she was raised by parents who were she was raised as an atheist. Her parents were very scientifically oriented biologists. They actually specialized in isochromosome research, coincidentally. But she is going into a pew, and she's actually she has these spells where the world kind of becomes inflamed, and so she's going in the pew to pray kind of furtively because she's not a member of this church. But she's trying to explain her kind of like these episodes, these strange episodes.
Okay, so we'll be reading some comments. Morgan Smith wrote 292 words.
Champion.
I've explained this a million times. By the time the wafflers are emerging from the eggs, we need to be on our way out of the cave.
I like that word, wafflers.
Yeah.
That's a good one.
Jennifer P. wrote 393 words, and all her 3 words ended up in different sentences. Good. Mine's all came in the same sentence and paragraph. Okay. Nice. I just might as well throw it in.
She had an emergency in the pew and gave an ultimatum.
Yeah.
Should we move on? Should we share the?
Yes, we should.
Well, I want to say that Pink Flamingo Check got a 137 words. Jennifer P. Oh wait, you already read that one.
Yes, I did. Yeah.
Okay, we've got Morgan Smith in there too. Let's go back up then. We need some more posters.
Looks like Aria Aubrey got 3,490. Is that true?
Is that possible? 7 minutes. Let's see, 9064 too from Garkas 97.
He said, "Wow, I surprised myself with this."
Yeah. So let me see. So
it's good.
So then Garkas 97. The sentence is, "The guy that stole my flip-flops emerged into the bar. You!" I screamed.
Nice.
I like that. A good flip-flop battle. Did you read Keithley Martin? I don't think we're getting others posted here.
It takes a while.
Nano Geekette, 166 words. The taunting of her unseen tormentors was relentless. Being the only one able to hear them was driving her mad. She needed everyone else around her to hear them, if only for a few minutes. Yeah. Okay.
All right, guys. Yeah, so just keep it coming with those comments as we keep on going. And we're just going to do another word sprint right here. Some different words right now.
Yeah.
So again, just keeping in mind you don't have to do them, but it can be kind of fun. You can kind of go in the unexpected direction.
Sometimes I think it's good for your writing just to take a break from the regular novel and do some fun stuff.
Yeah,
that's why I like these. Kind of freshens you up.
Yeah. All right. But just another encouraging quote before we get started here. This one's from Lev Grossman, author of The Magicians, on requiring nerves to write. It says, "The weapons of a writer," James Joyce once wrote, "are silence, exile, and cunning." And probably he wasn't thinking of the Hunger Games when he wrote that, probably. But it fits the metaphor. While tributes are falling left and right, you will fashion man-traps from ninja stars, steal weapons from the fallen, and bide your time. And when you're ready, you will come out of those woods like an avenging angel of death.
Wow.
Yeah. So this prompt, we're choosing 4 words.
So, yeah, if you can get all 4 of them, that's like super awesome.
You don't have to. You can just choose whichever words you want.
Yeah, we'll see what they're going to bring this time.
All right.
Earth shaking.
Ooh, nice.
Earth shaking.
Do we need to define that? I don't think so.
No.
Earth.
Shaking.
The planet Earth, and then lots of shaking. Lots of different things could shake it.
Feeling it was. Okay, yeah, there we go. Okay. Catherine.
All right.
Hold on.
Yeah, get off the E's. I could do a whole E theme.
Okay.
Oops.
I overshot it. I keep overshot it.
Catherine went into the abyss of the dictionary.
Middlemen.
Middlemen.
Yeah, middlemen.
Okay.
Middleman.
Yeah, the middlemen.
Middleman.
Man, my bad.
Middleman.
Middleman.
Okay.
A.
Yeah.
You want to read the definition for that?
Say middle person
Okay.
too.
Yes.
Middleman is an intermediary or agent between two parties. So especially a dealer, agent, or company intermediate between the producer of goods and retailer or consumers. Just
Okay.
dude in the middle, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
It goes between two parties.
Mhm.
All right.
And then,
Cut out the middleman.
yeah. There we go.
Okay.
I'll
Okay.
pick.
Okay.
Okay, there we go.
Yeah, we gotta get some late dictionary words.
Oh,
So I say, sorry, I'm the glasses.
treponematosis.
Jeez,
Ooh.
there we go.
Treponematosis
That's
Read what it is.
the title of my novel.
infection with or disease caused by treponemata.
What is it?
Trepo.
What is treponemata? Oh god, I have to pick that word.
Any of a genus of spirochetes that are pathogenic in humans and other warm-blooded animals, and includes the causative agents of syphilis and yaws. So,
Jaws.
whatever that is.
Keep out. This is like where you get lost just looking at one word after the other.
Yeah. So,
Jaws.
treponematosis, I think, is just, you can go with a disease.
Yeah. Yeah.
All right.
Isochromosomal research has to play into the cure.
Oh, let me write this
Write it
so
down.
I don't forget.
Yeah.
Trepo.
Let's just celebrate Wendy here for a moment because she is doing obviously all the grunt work.
Yeah.
Catherine and I are here to supervise, but yeah,
Okay.
and encourage.
All right.
Okay, one more.
One more.
One last
Can I
word.
pick this one?
Yep.
Yes,
Go
you
for it.
can. Floodway. Is it floodway? Or which?
I think I've got it on that one. Right?
Yeah,
Floodway?
floodway.
Yep, floodway.
By the way.
A channel for diverting floodwaters. Let's see.
Okay,
This is going to be challenging.
I know.
Jeez, I have to pick one word that's like so confusing.
So again, our words are earth-shaking, middleman, treponematosis,
Mhm.
and floodway.
Catherine, do we have to use all four of those words?
You don't have to, but you can try your
I
best.
really want
Okay.
one of you guys to like use treponematosis
Oh.
just for me.
Yeah.
For me.
Yeah,
So yeah, let's do it.
we can easily pair that with earth shaking.
So this word sprint is going to be 10 minutes. We're gonna start.
Mm.
So you'll have some time to think about how to put those words in there.
Mhm.
And yeah, when we're done, always just.
Do you guys recommend taking some time to kind of think about it first, or just jumping in and letting your stream of consciousness do it? What's your technique?
For me, I think it's just really jumping in, because if I let myself think about it, I'll overthink it too much, and it's kind of like the self-editing thing. My brain will just start going, oh no, it could go here, it could go there. So I just have to jump in.
I like to too, yeah. I definitely pause and think a bit when I'm writing at home, so this is a nice exercise to like,
Yeah.
just do a different thing. Yeah.
All right.
Cool.
So ready?
Yeah, we'll
10
start at the
minutes.
10 minutes mark, and I'll tell you when the halfway point comes. Okay? So it starts right now, 10 minutes.
Okay. Thanks again, Wendy, for doing everything.
Oh. 5 minutes left.
All right.
A minute left.
Alright.
Time is up. 9 minutes are up, so pencils up.
I like my last sentence a lot.
You can finish it.
Okay, thank you.
Finish it, yeah.
Thank you.
Finish up your sentence if you're in the
Yeah.
middle of it.
Alright, so yeah, in the comments box, leave your word count. If you have a really interesting sentence, especially if you have a sentence where you use one of the words.
Especially what is it?
Treponematosis.
Yes, there.
Treponematosis,
Yeah.
yep.
But we would love to hear from you.
Mm-hmm.
So, how'd that guys go for you? How'd that go for you guys? Sorry.
I gotta say, I loved it.
Yeah.
One thing I'm loving about this is it's been a great way to just explore my characters outside, of, especially on a pad of paper, outside of the sort of framework of my novel. You know?
Yeah.
So now I know when I go back to write it, this is really going to inform some of the actions. Yeah. Yeah. How about you?
Yeah, same.
Mm-hmm.
Because I don't really have a middle in my story. I just if something happens in the beginning, you get to resolve at the end, but the middle is like the hardest part. And then these prompts are like giving me ideas of what I can build. So great, yeah. But the words, yes, they're okay. Like, yeah.
I managed to get them all in with continuing with my story of the woman in this android. I don't know if it really makes any sense. They're all there. You know, she's so the android has a sense of humor. But she said, I thought they took all that out of you, and said that took too many middlemen to keep us in check.
Good one.
And then, but he has a machine form of treponematosis that allows him to have a sense of humor. She said, "This is earth-shaking. It can open the floodway." So
yeah,
that was, those were my words.
yeah, I liked it.
Yeah.
That's great.
Yeah.
I love an android clinging to a sense of humor.
I've also
like what a horrible thing to do to pull the sense of humor out of the android.
Yeah. I've also been reading a lot of Isaac Asimov lately, so that could have something to do with it.
Yeah.
Right. Shall we just go for it?
Go for it.
One last word sprint. Oh,
not gonna. We need to read comments.
Sorry.
Okay,
Sorry. I'm getting hurt myself.
Yeah. Okay, so.
What do we got? Abelis Ferry, 355 words. Way to go.
Nice.
Keely Martin, 320. I could feel the earth shaking under my feet as I slowly pulled myself up. There's some drama. Nano Geekat, 228 words. The bedtime monsters were real, but they didn't realize this. To them, she had never grown up. The same childhood fears had stuck with her. I love that.
Let's see. Area Aubrey, she said, I surprised myself with 400 words. That's awesome.
Yeah.
And she wrote, well, that was an earth-shaking experience, exclaimed Brianna. Let's see. Jennifer P. wrote 454 words. 2 years before we can grow our own foods. Hopefully fewer, if I can rule out the possibility of a hyperstrain of treponematosis taking control of the budding process. Yeah! That's out!
Bonus points for, I love it.
I'm flailing my arms.
Yeah. Hyperstrain, budding process,
Ooh, okay. Do we read this one?
Which one?
This one.
Morgan Smith, I don't think so.
Katharine, would you
read it? Okay, so
Designated reader.
366 words says the floodways will open, the worms will drown, and we'll all die of treponematosis.
My gosh.
Well done.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Once those worms drown,
Yeah.
I think they were going to eat trichonematosis, and now that the worms are gone,
Nice.
we're all imperiled. Yeah. Good ones.
Yeah, and then one last one, I think Rebecca Cook says, we might as well build a floodway to funnel their corrupt magic straight into our capital.
Mm.
I always
Good
love
one.
some corrupt magics.
Yeah.
Okay,
Thanks,
great.
guys.
We're gonna move on to the next.
One last
One more?
Yep. All right.
Okay.
Our encouraging quote comes from Holly McGee. The world is at your fingertips, literally. Just as you need to breathe, just as you need sunlight, just as you need water. If you're a word person, you need to write. Sometimes you may know where you're going, and other times you may be embarking on a long road to possibly nowhere. It doesn't matter. You're getting the words out. Okay, so prompt. 5 words this time.
Yeah.
You don't obviously have to use all the words, but it would be awesome if you did.
Yeah. I gotta say that quote was like so perfect for exactly what we're doing. Just getting the words out. That's what's really important right now. So, yeah.
I'll go to the back of the book.
Okay. I can't read it. It's random even with my eyes open. It's way too small print. I forgot my glasses.
Warp knit. Or wait, hold on.
Let's go with that.
Yeah,
warp knit.
Yeah.
It's a knit fabric produced by machine with the yarns running in a lengthwise direction. So that means
your knitters out
warp
A warp
knit.
The warp part of that.
Warp knit. Okay.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay. Next one.
Next
Somebody
one. I'll
do it, and then I'll pick the word because I want to do
I think we need
it.
to represent the beginning of the dictionary a little better. Okay.
We'll do
Bull.
Aha! Bull!
Just straight up full.
Yeah, B-U-L-L.
Mm-hmm. How many words are we going for?
5 words.
Okay.
Okay, so let's do the mid.
And then we have like an hour for this writing word span. It's more like a word half marathon.
Yes.
Yeah.
No, 10 minutes again.
Okay, 10 minutes.
Get as many words as you can, or you don't have to.
Mhm.
Just 1 or 2.
It can be fun.
Yeah. Okay, so.
Alright.
Here we go.
I'll try to be on the page this time. Here
Yeah.
we go.
Yeah.
Okay,
You're in the gutter. of the page.
Mascara.
Alright.
Mascara.
This is like an exercise in surrealism.
Yeah.
I'm seeing a bull with
Okay.
mascara on, wearing a warp knit. Warp knit.
It's an alternate universe.
Okay,
Yeah.
when you guys for it?
Demand.
Yep.
Demand.
Mhm.
Okay.
All right. It's very straightforward words.
Yes. Yes.
So I think the finale is going to be.
I hope it's a
Gonna put
good
a-
word. Okay.
Gonna put a zinger in there.
Let's see. We'll go.
We've really been getting some scientific words. so-
Yeah.
Which have been fun.
Alright.
Correlate or correlation.
Mhm.
Alright.
So correlate. We'll do correlate.
Correlate.
Yeah, correlate.
So-
Okay. So our 5 words are.
Warp knit,
Mhm.
bull, mascara, demand, and correlate.
I'm gonna have a character named Correlate.
Oh, yeah. Okay, so we'll be doing 10 minutes again.
Mm-hmm.
You can pick which words to use. You don't have to use all of them, but it would be awesome if you did. Yeah. Okay, so 10 minutes starts right now. Go for
Good.
it.
Thank you.
Excuse me.
5 minutes left. Under a minute left.
Alright.
Okay. Time is up. Finish your sentences.
Okay.
So, while you're continuing to finish your sentences, in the chat box, remember to leave your word counts and a sentence you wrote with one of the words or all of the words if you were super ambitious. Yeah. So,
Sounds good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What'd you do?
I'm just loving this because every exercise beyond the first one, I just keep deepening my character exploration and coming up with things that actually when I sit down to write it on my computer in the morning, I'm just not getting there. I'm just staying with this sort of this template of the novel in my mind, and so this has been amazing to me. I'm going to apply all this. Yeah.
Great. Yeah, I kind of feel that way. I just kind of started out with my little story about a woman and an android, and it's kind of, I don't know, fleshing out into this world that I'm like, oh, that's interesting. I'd like to explore that more. So,
yeah, you might have a whole new novel.
Yeah, I might. Oh God, I don't want to think about that.
You can't. Can you have too many novels in your mind? I'm not sure. Yeah.
No.
Wendy, you've been also having some breakthroughs in your novel, right?
Yeah, middle parts.
Middle parts.
Filling that stuff in.
Yeah. Did you continue on that track? Yeah.
Just, I don't know, kind of filler scenes, but I'm sure I could elaborate more so it can make more plot sense, I guess, or importance. Make it more important. Great.
I think this is the value. Also, it's been interesting to me just writing with Wendy and Katharine here, who I've never written with, and it's been great. We should write together more.
Yeah.
You know?
Let's do it.
Yeah. Wow.
When I said time was up for 1 minute left, the song that comes into my mind is the final countdown, and I was just like, that's the way to get me to write. Pressure.
We were talking about having that dance party.
Oh
yeah. Dance party. That could be our dance party song.
Hey, that's the end day. Shh. Not yet.
Is it a week from tomorrow? No, today.
Yeah, week from today.
Okay. Oh my gosh.
So,
Sturm and Drang, everyone. Way to get going.
Okay, so comments. Keely Martin wrote 309 words.
Wow.
Nice.
I wanted to demand it from him, but he made my heart flutter like a raging bull.
Cool.
Rebecca Cook wrote 342 words. Why do you seek to enter the vaults? The guard demanded. This one looked a bit like a bull. If a bull were inclined to put on way too much mascara.
Oh,
yeah.
Nice.
Yeah, good one. Aria Aubrey. Both Zebulon and Rihanna looked at Holly. She had a berry stuck on her head. How did you get that on your head? I fell and my head got stuck. Now I demand you help me take it off.
Nice. Great
Good,
names, by the way.
Yeah, I know.
She wrote 125 words.
125, yeah. Well chosen words. Do you want to read the next one?
Yeah. Let's see. So, Fox 97 at 376 words. This one says, "What's that? Mascara. It makes girls pretty. That's bull. I demand they stop doing that. At least you stop doing it. You're beautiful as you are, Silver," my 10-year-old brother said.
Wow.
That's such a great sentence.
Yeah, was that 3 of the 5?
Yeah, that was.
Yeah, at least 3 of
That's
the
a
5
great
there.
message.
Yeah.
But yeah,
Way to go.
awesome, great. Yeah, Pink Flamingo Chick had 241 words as well.
Yeah.
Fantastic, guys.
Let's see. Let's see. Monroe Johnson's wrote 365 words. She got, got bull mascara and demand. That's good. Yeah.
Yeah.
And Nano Geekette wrote 281 words. Voices filled her ears, but this time it was not the usual ones. They're human and quiet. So very quiet.
Wow. So the other voices are not human. It's Biggs.
Oh, Jennifer P. wrote 488 words. She managed to get all 5 words, but across 3 paragraphs. She said she loved watching the story spill into existence as she focused on getting the words in.
Awesome.
I only got 4 words.
I think I worked in all 5. Yeah.
Correlate just didn't work. It just didn't correlate with the other words.
Oh.
Yeah, totally.
I used to real life.
I love Jennifer's phrase here that the story spilled into existence. What a great way to put that.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Sure. Well, Awesome.
All right.
So
Thank you guys so much for sharing this experience with us.
I was going to say, beyond writing with you guys, I really did feel everyone out there writing, and it really did energize me. So yeah, big thanks for
these
me.
Crazy words in.
Yeah, it was fun.
Yeah. Okay, so remember that winning starts this Friday.
Mm-hmm.
So April 25th.
Does everyone know how to win?
I have instructions.
I don't know. How do I win?
An email, well, specifically an email went out yesterday telling everyone how to win. So that's the best way. And it's also on the camp news on the site. So, yeah.
Okay, so we said last week this was our last stream. It's not our last stream.
Psych.
Yeah. Surprise! Yeah, so we have a live stream next week, and I guess we would like to hear from you what you would want the prompts to be. Yes.
Yeah,
we would be super interested in that. Or if you want to do another, vocab dictionary thing, because that was fun.
That's
If you have a
super
super
fun.
awesome idea, let us know. That's good.
Yeah.
Maybe just thinking the theme could be like just outright desperation, or fighting through exhaustion, or yeah.
It's a final countdown counts now. Like that is the theme. Like,
All right.
Just go.
Yeah.
Yes, and we'll end this live stream with a quote. So
Catherine wants to read it. All right.
So I'm gonna read this one because this is by my favorite author, Robin McKinley, and it's from a pep talk that she wrote a couple years ago. It says, "On good days, you'll fly higher than a peregrine cruising for dinner. On bad days, someone will have to scrape you off the floor with a spatula. This is what writing is like. You have to write on through the highs and lows, the careens and the meditations of your stories. And that's what you're here for now, to write. Go for it. Good luck."
Yay. Perfect.
Well, thank you for participating in this write-in. We'll see you next week for the final write-in, which may involve some awkward dancing, maybe?
Awkward dancing, that's the best kind.
Yeah, that's
maybe. Although I know
don't know.
Catherine's like a professional dancer, so she'll probably
I'll just do
do professional awkward dancing.
So,
yeah.
see.
Bye, everyone. Thanks for joining us.